Highlights. The money will cover protective equipment to prevent coronavirus spread. CTCL has been receiving most of the Facebook founders' contributions. The CTCL is respected by election administrators in both parties. Zuckerberg and wife Priscilla Chan made a $300 million, roughly 2,200 crore rupees, donation initially in September. Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg and his wife, Priscilla Chan, on Tuesday donated an additional $100 million, roughly 733 crore rupees, to helping local election offices prepare for November, even as some conservatives are stepping up their efforts to stop the funds from being used. The contribution brings the total funding for the election from Zuckerberg and Chan to $400 million, roughly 2,933 crore rupees, the same amount that Congress allocated in March to help fund election offices as they dealt with the difficulties of adapting to new voting behavior during the coronavirus pandemic. Election experts had estimated it could cost $4 billion, roughly 29,335 crore rupees, to make all the changes, but Senate Republicans never acted on a relief bill from the Democratic-controlled House that included $3.6 billion, roughly 26,401 crore rupees, to help voting officials. Zuckerberg and Chan stepped into the gap initially in September, with a $300 million, roughly 2,200 crore rupees, donation. That came after other donors had already been contributing to the nonprofit that is receiving most of the Facebook founders' contributions, the Chicago-based Center for Technology and Civic Life. Zuckerberg added that most election offices that applied have fewer than 25,000 registered voters in the jurisdictions. Some conservatives have criticized CTCL for donating to election offices in large Democratic-leaning cities in swing states. In a widely circulated video from President Donald Trump's campaign, a campaign worker being expelled from an election office in Philadelphia, the recipient of an $8 million, roughly 58 crore rupees, CTCL election grant, asked if it's not a public place because it's being funded by the nonprofit. Zuckerberg added, "I agree with those who say that government should have provided these funds, not private citizens. I hope that for future elections the government provides adequate funding. But absent that funding, I think it's critical that this urgent need is met." Thank you for watching.
Audio Jungle.